Going to haunted houses, going to haunted houses, going to haunted houses, and trying to not fall on my... What are you doing?
And I'm getting different angles.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, I'm telling you to slow down. You're trying to keep up with me.
Look at how red that sky is. Underneath, see that? Hey, I'm Olivia. I was blind until 2016, and today we're gonna go to Knott's Scary Farm together. You guys have probably been able to figure out from my past videos that I really love Halloween. It's my favorite thing ever. I have friends with me tonight to have fun, so I might not have to hold the camera the whole night. I have the all-inclusive package, which includes parking, admission, Fright and Fast Lane, which is the express. So we're gonna see what that looks like.
Which house are you most excited about?
I don't even know. Probably Widows. Widows is supposed to be the new banger for this year.
Welcome to Knott's Scary Farm.
Okay, it's opening now. I don't know if there's a show up there or not, but you can't see it from back here. Right here. That restaurant we just passed, that was where I used to go when I first moved here, just to watch people get scared. So this is the fountain in front of this Ghost Town Bakery. And I'm here doing the coffee before I really start much else, because coffee is everything. Back before, when I first got my eyesight, I would sit here next to the fountain because it was peaceful, and I would come here multiple times during the season just so I could watch people have fun and get used to navigating in a space. It was awesome. First, I'm gonna do Cinema Slasher. So there's one very similar to this at Universal Studios that I didn't love, so I'm interested to see how this one is, because I've heard good things. I really loved it. I thought it was the best version of that style, that theme that I've seen in the country. We had a problem in it though. I think we went through one of the employee areas, because some of the paths have like a vinyl curtain you go through, but then there's other colored vinyl curtains and it's not so clear which one to go through, and we were the only ones in there at the time, so we really got lost in the house. I think I might have missed a few rooms. We did not have a chance to go back through, so we started getting a little freaked out just because we knew that we were lost inside the house, and we saw an employee. We're like, help us? Which door do we go through? So and that's just the thing that you have with these high capacity houses at theme parks, where it's not always clear which room to go through if there's not a lot of people in the house in front of you to follow. So, but it was a lot of fun. There are special things you can see in there. There's a giant popcorn and a giant camera that comes out to kill you, like an anthropomorphic camera and popcorn. We didn't see that, unfortunately, but that's the cool thing about Knott. They put these little bonus power-up type things throughout the event that not everyone experiences, they come out randomly. So it gives you the replayability that you're gonna want. Okay, I'm going back to right near where Ghost Rider kind of is. This is relatively new. It's been here for a couple years, but it's a cool area. And what I mean by relatively new is, of course, this area was always here, but some of the vendors that they have are a lot newer. Here we are. Check out these haunted houses. Let's do them all. First, I'm gonna do Waxworks, because that's my least favorite. Well, I know I said I didn't like that one very much, but for its last year, I think it was pretty good. I think they remixed it pretty well. There was some old things from some of the previous haunted houses that I noticed in there that they've had. I really like it when they alter and evolve houses per year here. I just think it's a super cool way to use what you have and just make something amazing. So yeah, thumbs up for that. We don't know where we're going now. I think we're in the fast lane for Bloodlines. which is another one I didn't care for last year. So I don't know where we're going, but I'm assuming we'll find possibly bloodlines at the other end. Okay, we're totally wrong. It's 8 Fingers 9. We got lost, but we found something cool. So let's see what's inside. I'm calling it. So far, 8 Fingers 9 is the best house of the year in any theme park I've done at all this year. At all since the pandemic. I don't even know where to start. The facade is amazing. There's animation, there's music. You go in, there's story. The freaking level of design, the planning, the scenes. If you removed all of the actors, it would be creepy. Everybody in there is giving their all. There isn't one room in this house that is remotely below a 10. Very rarely do I see something executed this well. I'm gonna have to go through there again just to understand what I saw. If you do one house so far, that's it. I haven't done Widows yet, which I'm gonna do next because I hear Widows is amazing. I don't know what can just beat what I saw. Okay, I just went through Widows. Literally, Knott has the best haunted attractions I have seen in the country this year. Widows was amazing. Everything I've gone through tonight has been amazing. It's been inspired. It's just had the set design. It's had, like, the final scene, the final boss in Widows is the coolest thing I've probably seen in my life. I don't want to spoil it for you. You can find a walkthrough on somebody else's YouTube, but this house is also revolutionary. I want to find the designers who built these houses and talk to them. Everybody involved with this, all the actors, you guys are artists. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go through Bloodlines. Didn't like this one last year, but so far everything's been great. Let's see what they did to it for this year. Okay, so Bloodlines exactly as I expected. It really wasn't good. It started out years ago. It started out as one of those games where you have to shoot at the scare actors. I've never seen those implemented well. There's not a lot you can do with that as far as evolving it from year to year. They've now removed the gun game, but there's a lot of empty halls, a lot of empty rooms. The sound is really great, and I really appreciate is that they built upward. Overall, if you don't have the fast lane, that's probably the house to skip. So we got the all-inclusive pass, which includes parking, admission, I think I said this before, fast lane, and the meal deal. And they actually have pretty good food here. So here's what I'm eating. Pizza, yes. The best part is there's a scare zone right here, so I can watch people get scared while I eat. It's kind of awesome. Look how pretty this is. I am going to go into Grimoire right now. It is a return house from previous years. I've never liked this one, so I'm gonna see if they've made it better this year. I love this area because of the water. So now I'm gonna put you away because I'm gonna go through the house. So surprisingly, Grimoire was better this year than in previous years. My friends did think that it has a lot of dead space. It's still not the best house that they offer, but I had fun in there, so I appreciate it. I just came out of Curse of Calico. It is amazing. I love that house every year. I got a little annoyed last year because I brought friends here like I did this year, and I know my friends are not on camera, but the witch flies over your head kind of towards the end, and last year she wasn't there. I was so disappointed. At least I know that she was there that year, but she was not there the time that I went through the whole night. So I was kind of disappointed last year, but I'm glad to see that the house has been redone. The witch is back. To be more clear, the house was adjusted slightly. Some of the lights were different. I think there was a few rooms that were upgraded a little bit. I really like what they did with it. And of course, the witch did fly over our heads at the end. Very good house. Love it. Always love it. Drop it all. Everything. Knott's has won Halloween this year. Room 13 was masterful. This is the kind of thing that I would expect Halloween Horror Nights in Florida to do. This is that level. This is the best Halloween event I've been to this year. Knott's bringing it, guys. If you are a haunted house aficionado like me, this is worth a flight. Unlike Halloween Horror Nights, they allow you to go through the houses multiple times, and you're going to want to. So I'm in here checking out the merch. These lanterns are part of a game. So if you actually purchase the lantern, you can put it next to things and you can activate different scenes. It's super cool, and I think this year, people were explaining to me that you could even bring them next to each other and you can kind of play a game with each other, almost like an attack. I love it. They really do the merchandise good here. One thing I love is they actually create merchandise for every single house that they have. You know, if you go to Universal, you can get something that has everything on it. But here, even my least favorite house has merchandise. This means you, Waxworks. Let's go to the art show. Oh my God, cute! Oh my God, that is so cool. I love that they have local art here, and I hope they never stop doing it. I actually saw a piece of art that I want, but it's sold out. Check it out. Or rather, I should say it's sold. I was legit gonna go to the cashier and buy that right now. So I misspoke earlier when I showed Waxworks and I said they even have merchandise for my least favorite house. This is my least favorite house. I may not like that house, but I'm really glad they have merchandise for it. It has a local feel that I don't think other theme park events have. So it's time to go through Mesmer. Mesmer is a relatively old house. I don't know how many years they go here. What, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. Enjoyed Mesmer, but it replaced a Japanese haunted house that they had done that had accurate Japanese in it. I speak Japanese. So I was really sad to see that one go. And when Mesmer came, there was a really high bar for it to meet because it really did eliminate the previous house. Leaving Knott's Scary Farm meant that unless a house that was equally good or better replaced it, it was gonna look bad. So it's really not fair to Mesmer, but I've never really liked it that much because while it is a good house, it replaced something that was just beyond good. It's clear that this year Knott's Berry Farm is the best Halloween event in the country and possibly the world. Like, this is wild what I'm seeing tonight. Like, the vibe is giving, it's everything. There was a danger this year if the new houses were not good because so many older houses were being replaced by these new ones. If they were not good houses, the event might have been something to skip. And they went the opposite direction. They may very well have done one of the best years of Knott's Scary Farm ever. And if you have been going to this event longer than me, I want you to put in the comments and let me know what you thought of this year, because this is the first time since 2020 this year that I can see a lot of events getting back to what their stride was before the pandemic. And I love to see it, and I can't wait to see more this year and then next year. This is all in the facade, and when Universal has nothing, there's no excuse for it. Look how awesome this is. Standing outside of a haunted house and you can just hear people getting demolished inside. There's nothing better. So just went through Mesmer again. Like I said, it was never my favorite, but now that they've brought back more houses that are of the quality that I would expect, either it's grown on me or they've made it better somehow. I don't know. I don't hate it. I still insist it's a very well-designed house. I hope that they know how much their event stands out from all of the other corporate cookie cutter, same old stuff that I've been seeing across most of the country. Was that the best house I've ever been through? No. But was it way better than the best house at most other events? Yeah. Now time to go through the gauntlet. I have not the greatest vision still, and I didn't realize the camera was off when I was recording. It was great. Eight Fingers 9 was the best haunted house I've ever seen. Knott's Berry Farm has done the best Halloween event that I've ever seen this year, and it is back to pre-pandemic levels. It gives me hope for the future. Thank you, Knott, for everything you've done. Thank you to the scare actors. Thank you to everyone who built these houses, designed these houses. What a beautiful event. What a great vibe. If you do one event, my professional opinion is Knott Scary Farm in Winter Park, California is the event to do this year. Let me know in the comments what I should do next. Subscribe, share, all that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for coming with me.